Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to looking at the best highlights from today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Let's see what both teams have prepared for us today.
It's an where they can contest the wave, going to open up for Kanavi to be able to take this Drake. We've had Prio in topside because we have...
We'll just try and push this wave on in. I think when his ult's up, that's pretty much the only time he ever gets Prio in this lane, as the gold card comes out as well. And Flandre looking for a bit more, as here we go, combo in the mid lane, no flash for Yagao, and he's taken down immediately. Kanavi trying to walk away. Ult came out from Flandre as well there, been barely surviving on the top side.
Yeah, gonna have to go for the back. Luckily, his TP is gonna be coming up in a second. Actually sticking around. Knight has Weaver's Wall. Flandre's probably just dead.
He has flash available, but I don't think you even get much chance to use your flash here, to be honest. Bin doesn't even get an assist, that's unfortunate. Would you say that BLG are the modern FPX then? Is that where you'd go with that one? I feel like that was an FPX thing in a very different way. Yeah. Elk might be able to finish this tower. A couple of headshots would do the trick. There's the passive. Tower finished with the plates up. I'm trying to get this damage down, but the shields, honestly, Missing's been doing a good job to deny anything, but see you later. No! Almost survived there for a second as Elk manages to get away with the net. The barrier's still in play. Can he survive this one? No! Too much damage. It's Kanavi to finish it in the end on chase down, but it's not enough. Kanavi falls 2 for 1. And Elk ends up unfortunately losing his own life for it. Yeah, Drake started up. JDG should be able to get this one. Looks uncontested inside of BLG as they send Knight back up to the top side. This is like a case study on how to play Caitlyn Talia, right? You use it to set up for these towers. Trap couldn't quite. Really, really great map play from BLG to just pick off these objectives. 2,500 gold lead on, aggressed upon by Kanavi. Here comes Flandre as well as On gets out with his life. Ruler immediately just dived on and one-shot. There's nothing he can do in that one. And Kanavi taken over the wall and taken down. Bin finds another one for him.
If On just slightly hovers down into River. A lot more threat on JDG pushing sides. So now trying to commit 4 members to this.
I guess Knight does have to worry about it after all, as he immediately gets picked off in the side lane. But it's actually Flandre doing it to him. So kind of the opposite problem where it is the side laner that's picking you off. In the meantime, Shun on that Drake. So great opposite play from JDG to punish.
Yeah, I mean, now really doing a nice job of denying that vision. I mean, they have some mean brush plays that can come through. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Showing us Ruler's flash.
And you know, team, Bin has teleport available if JDG try and brute force something, but not really sure if they can brute force anything. On, forced to flash, ult comes out, and Kanavi's underneath the tower. In the meantime, Shun goes to buy space for his team, flashes back out to safety, but the culling finishes him off. Finally, JDG on the board a little bit here. 1 for 1 though, as Bin looks for a little bit more. The headshot comes on through as well. Ace in the hole, and Elk finds it. Ruler dodging away as Bin steps forward once again. Yagao tries to get the more.
The resets, though, doesn't look like they're in a position to go for the same sort of threat again. This one should just be sole point.
Ooh.
Not huge when he's alone, though.
Yeah, forced to ghost and flash there as Shunt immediately flashes over the wall. Looks for the ult himself. Oh, they found it. They found an opportunity. Knight turns gold, and this is 4v3 right now as Kanavi on the front line. But Elk is low on HP, and he's not managed to get much distance there. Kanavi chases him away, and they separate Ruler. That's a kill for BLG on the top side as Flandre now. Chase down, Q3 knocks him back into the play, and BLG find themselves enough kills. They find themselves an opportunity on the Baron.
Now we're going to see what JDG can do. Yagao is still up as well. He has TP. If he went to come in, they're low health bars. But it looks like JDG not even interested is going to lead to Baron going over for Bilibili.
This might be the chance for Bilibili to finally get a win over JDG. It's been so long. They've got individual game wins. They've not been able to get themselves the series, but setting off to finish this game out. Still 30 seconds on the Baron, so this tier 2 will not last long.
No, they're going to be able to keep this going, and I don't even know if JDG really have any options to engage. BLG actually being the ones.
They've got Yagao.
Oh!
They've got Yagao. His flash is available, forced to use it. In the meantime, Q3 manages to land, and they just CC Konami up. He barely gets his ult off in time. Bin barely surviving them. Dashes out to safety. 1 for 1, jungler for jungler. It's a close one, though, for BLG, and here comes Flandre looking for. I didn't think to time it myself, and even the icon on the minimap doesn't work. So we'll never know. But here we go, BLG threatening the Baron for now. As Bin moves up towards the rest of his team, Nai is waiting with that Weaver's Wall. He's ready to separate JDG, and there it goes, cuts them in half. Zonya's immediately for Nai. He has his flash available. Kanavi chases him. In the meantime, Baron has gone down. Bin surviving the culling as Nai will fall here. Flandre. In fact, Kanavi finishing that kill off, but you assume JDG do, yeah. They're going to try. The root comes out as well. That's no way to JDG win this game. No other side. And we're in full retreat. Trying to find an opportunity on that top side where we can maybe pick someone alone. But it's opened up this mid lane for JDG.
Oh!
Where did Missing go? Elk just one-shot him, and he one-shot Yagao as well. This damage is insane. They're beating them with Elder Dragon. JDG have just been demolished.
We saw them and then they disappeared off of Summoner's Rift. Now, gonna be able to push forward 50 seconds. That timer is much. They have a lot of time to work with.
And again, Flandre not a part of the play. I feel like that's sort of been the story all game long. Flandre's not really been a part of this match. When it comes to the teamfight, Spins looking for the Q3. He might just get it as well. He's not needed. Who needs him? The ace in the hole just annihilates them. And that is going to be game. They've got a wave, they've got Baron. BLG, it looked a little dicey when they lost the Elder. But realistically, a controlled game one as they take down JDG.
Yeah, I mean...
The channel. In today's episode, we are going to looking at the best highlights from the today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Let's see what both teams have prepared for us today.
This in the end, if they would have, I mean, JDG don't have any TPs to work with on any of their other soul laners.
See if they can get the dive going. Root goes wide, and Kanavi is behind Elk, forcing the flash on alone here, and Shun messes up his Q. He's surely going to go down. Flash is available, but where are you going to flash to? Shun's going to fall, and they gift it over to Ruler. First blood for the Lucian.
Replay of that one too, but even just having the ult could have, you know, that would have secured the kill, but in the end, Flandre escapes. Will lose out on CS. Doesn't have TP, doesn't have...
Pretending to just be proxy farming. Flandre knows something could be going on here, but whether he knows it or not, it is going on. The gold card comes on in, but Flandre's stunned up. Anyway, is Shun going to get a solo kill? He needs another Q. He needs another Q. No! Oh, he gets it! Solo kill for Shun. He sacrifices his own life for it. It's a chunk from Yagao as well. And everything diffuses once more. Knight is in trouble. He needs to get out of dodge here. And he flashes into the Dragon Pit. That's not where you want to be. The rest of BLG moves in to try and protect their mid laner, but they've sacrificed their own lives to do so. Konami low on HP, but there's just no damage here from BLG. They finally finish him off, but On will go down, and Knight has nowhere to go. We return to the flashless mid laner. JDG take it all.
Yeah, JDG coming out and down in the end since he didn't have his flash up, so just trying to get a bit of a return trade there.
Are they just going to go for Flandre? Oh my god, they are. Flandre, you're in all kinds of trouble. Look at the long-range damage coming out. He's 1 HP. The Q has to come up through. Oh, beautiful. Knight puts down.
Destiny, all these things that are always going to be there, but Flandre is not even getting to play the game.
Flandre. He's able to get some of these crooks himself, but Shun's able to just deny so much here. Knight pushing another wave in. Flandre will survive. As On now, the crash down comes on in, dodges away from the knockup, but the Magnet Storm just keeps him in place, and it means Yagao gets him for free. Elk managed to...
So overall doing a nice job keeping competitive, despite some of the flashier plays that we've seen from BLG away for now and respect the damage. But still, a lot of ults down on the side of BLG after these plays.
Oh, calling on tonight. The shield comes up through. He'll be okay. Keeps himself alive for now. Flantre going for the ultimate. They're looking for a pick on the target. There's no way out of that one. Ruler with his 4th kill of the game. JDG. Not even had his flash, I think, but
Yeah.
rightly realizing that there was no way out of that one. Elk will be able to finish this tower very easily.
JDG try to answer some of these plays while Yagao has TP. Because that's kind of the time that, like I said, you are allowed to answer because he always can go back. But Flandre.
Okay, binding lands, laser lands, in they go. Absolutely everything. And the kitchen sink thrown at Flandre. The poor dude just wants to play a game of League of Legends, man. Let him play.
I was going to say, I hope no one out there is blaming Flandre for this game because what? Everything's being thrown at him. No support given.
Bit of damage onto missing. Knight goes wide on the ultimate, though, and been able to keep himself safe once again with the W. Dash away from Ruler, and a good TP from Bin just to limping through the jungle. As BLG, they take the Drake and with the fight simultaneously. TPing down just to make sure that this play can't happen.
I mean, a lot more meaningful. BLG to use their TPs when you still have those globals.
On's in trouble here, but he wants to win his life somehow. Shun in the meantime chunked out. Bin in the meantime chunked out. The very split in this play. Konami finds the angle onto the opposite jungler. Laser comes across the team, but it does no damage, and Knight is stunned up as well. All out comes from Bin, so Yaga will be traded, but he jumps into everyone. On barely surviving. 1-for-1 somehow.
Just
And now the wall of traps denies entry for JDG as well.
should be able to keep the siege going. End up losing the dragon from the amount of space that BLG were controlling. Oh, TPs and Destinies all around, Munch.
Oh god, this is dicey. Shun isn't here. There's no spike for the side of BLG. We're just going to have to try and one-shot the Drake. Yagao the target as Elk just tries to auto down. Flandre trying to run away as well. Yagao down. Elk looking for a second one as well. Flandre forced to flash, but the binding catches him anyway. The Q is in. The autos are in. But in the meantime, JDG get the Drake instead. BLG trying to set it up. Our good friend Bill on the front line as the root comes down onto Konami. He's tanking for so damn long. This horse is invincible. JDG desperate to walk away with this one. They got the soul and they walk. JDG, they want to push in, but I think they realize this is not a fight they can win, so they settle for a mid-tier 1 instead, and they give over the Baron to BLG.
Builds and boxing and that kind of stuff, but
I will
it'd still be
say,
interesting to watch.
I feel like this is a roundabout way of you bringing us back to Dominion again. And I don't know if Dominion is the answer. I'll tell you what, Dominion of the mid lane right now belongs to BLG. You like that segue? Hey, pretty impressive. Shun split pushing at the bottom side, using that Baron effectively to take another tier 2. Flandre pushing to the top side in the meantime, does finally finish the tier 1. Let's look at the siege potential with this Caitlyn. You just shred through the towers. As soon as Elk can step forwards, another quarter of that tower's HP vanishes.
But Flandre's going to do so much work as an ADTF and split pushing. He might be able to match this push if no one goes to quell his push.
Yeah, Bin is toying with the idea of resetting. Didn't actually go for it. As soon as the ultimate from Flandre ended, he stopped channeling his recall. There goes the tower. BLG need to be cautious. Flandre still on the top side of the map right now. This might be an inhib that they lose. He didn't commit to pushing for the inhib because he thought Bin was going to recall. But he was baited and outsmarted. Inhib down. BLG find another advantage. It felt a little dicey at times, but the G are laying that pressure on the Yagao over the wall, trying to get onto Elk here. As Konami on the front line forces Bin away. 10k on the Elder Drake as BLG continue to contest. They dive on the flank, he's on the flank, but can they get the damage out? That's on the spot. Everybody being mighty good, but Knight doesn't have the damage to finish the health pass. JDG narrowly survived the fight.
And Shun's still alive, trying to stay in, range of the dragon.
Spiraling Despair nearly one-shot the whole team, but now it was just a fraction of damage away. Elder down to 4k. The wall in the way. Shun can't even get in and gets caught anyway. Forced to flash now. The knockup comes out from the wave. They're not going to change.
Elder and Mountain Soul.
There's no way that you can fight against the Elder. This could be the end of the game. Honestly, they've still got two of them a run for their money here, but I think JDG might be on something with these double buffs. Perhaps they can push it. The Mountain Soul has been so unbelievably valuable this game.
Yeah, allowing them to just pressure so freely. I'm a bit surprised with Weaver's wall used there.
Elk off, but the wave was defeated in the mid lane. Knight desperately trying to clear these minions, but that'll be bot tower opened up. 20 seconds still on Elder Dragon, so they can get themselves the bot side inhibitor. They try to move into the mid lane. Bin is desperately trying to hold the wave, but he won't be able to keep it held for long. And that'll be the mid tower taken down as well. Still 10 seconds on Elder Dragon, and JDG know it. They use that strength to muscle their way in and break open the base. At all at this point. The Baron's still in play for another 30 seconds. A tidal wave used, missing. I thought he was caught out there, but somehow surviving a long time. Kanavi pulled underneath the tower here. Damage out from Knight. Spiraling Despair on the front line here. Has been desperately trying to get away himself. He's pulled back into the fray, 1-for-1, tank for tank. And now the 4v4 continues.
Build now too, so gonna have damage to be able to answer, hopefully.
They're still dealing with supers in the base right now. Knight has TP, but they're gonna be too late. Elder is already probably going to, I can't even see the health bar, but you just know it's going down. 8K is Shun desperate to get into the play, but he can't dash over the rocks. 4K on Elder. They forced BLG away. 2 Elders back to back for JDG. The culling sets up so much damage. The flash has to come out from On just to survive the play.
JDG today. But I am a big believer in JDG best of 5. This wasn't a best of 5, but still.
Shun goes in, he'll just be one shot and stunned by the Talia rocks. The same story if Finn goes in as well. He's just not tanky enough. There we go, he's got to try. All out comes on through, but Elder shuts him down. Had to try something rather than just bleeding out to these Baron minions. Here we go, shot down onto Flandre, but the rest of the team are just ending the game. Ruler's on the Nexus, Kanavi buying space, but Ruler wants more kills. Ruler wants to fight them. Ruler wants revenge for game 1.
Back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to looking at the best highlights from the today's LPL 2024 Spring Split matchup. Let's see what both teams have prepared for us today.
Conscience is missing, Shun's moving over as well. Are they going to go for a dive here? Kanavi's got to be cautious, and there we go. On spotted at this point, but I don't think they care. 2v3. They're going to go for the dive. In fact, ignore the tower. They just go for the guy on the other side of the tower. Bin tanking, steps away. The bleed is there. It's going to be 2 kills as Shun takes the tower shot. Solo. Flandre dies to the bleed. And BLG double killed it.
You kind of have to take care of and enable the hit plates.
I feel like the longer this series has gone on, I didn't get to see the draft on this stream, but there were 7 AD carry bans that came through. That's why we're in a Tristana versus Kai'Sa matchup. That's how we've got into this situation. And Flandre is just annihilated. The stacks on Kanavi as well. The true damage is there. Bin is tearing them apart. Triple kill for Bin as he puts them in the dumpster. G quivering in their boots, both butt cheeks clenched at this point, as they know that Bin will have no mercy. Another hook, another hit. Pop Blossom only onto the support, and now BLG can run rampant in this fight. As 1 kill goes over onto On here, as Elk has to run away as well, and Bin can't actually close the gap onto anyone.
No, still though, it doesn't mean JDG can just run forward freely with his presence there. I think they're still even able to just posture and contend for his objective.
Oh! What a shutdown in his way into Ruler's pocket. That is insane. 1 kill goes over tonight. At least there's some kind of answer. Flandre burnt down, but the heal comes in, and Elk's jumped in as well. Gets the reset, bounces back over the wall. Knight getting damage down as well. And it's absolute chaos. What a play from Kanavi. If a Q goes off, it suddenly starts to get really scary for JDG. But it didn't. And that means
being a minion or him being a Krug or whatever else, like waiting and fighting those engages.
Engage from JDG. They found Shun here. Will be able to protect himself a little bit as Elk jumps into the play as well. Ruler needs to be careful. He's going for these kills, but he's low on HP himself. Is it going to be a trade? No, they get out on the blast cone. Ruler survives. Knight has to find a miracle here. Wait, Knight found a solo kill on Yaga while all of that was going on, but it means he's got no cooldowns, and Ruler gets a double kill. This is going disastrously for BLG.
To try to catch back up and actually make his presence known in this game.
Bin can't get there in time to punish anybody. He's got these 5 kills, but he's not been able to do anything in these last couple of fights. JDG finding ways to fight without his presence. Flandre
constantly aggressing into the opposing territory, even with no objectives up. Just like this.
And Navi just goes straight onto On. Forces the flash over the wall as well. Yagao is there too. The shield comes out onto On. Can he survive the aftershock? Doing a lot to buy him time and space. Ignite onto Kanavi here. The pop blossom from Yagao is huge. Shun will go down. Knight desperate to try and turn this one around, but Missing can tank forever. Kanavi under the tower and Missing just dives underneath. Finally, he'll go down, but Knight is alone under the tower. Yagao will be
Here
traded.
comes Bill!
Finally arrives. Bill on the scene, and he wants some kills, but he's just being kited. He just ain't fast enough. Ruler flashes over. Oh my god, he actually gets out. Ruler, you are insane.
What is this game? Both teams.
BLG looking for the fight. On has Hex Splash, and he's going to look for the engage. Gets over the wall. It's going to be a 50-50 here as Missing starts a fight. Yago! The GOAT himself finding 5 with a pop blossom, and it might just be enough for JDG to take over this fight. Bin's still going strong, but I don't think he can get into the action. And in the meantime, Ruler is cleaning house. BLG have been eradicated. Ruler more like entire game 3,000 in their favor. And on the Kaiser of all picks, a champion we haven't seen game. Look at that swing in percentage. Like a 20% swing for the game over the last few minutes. On just gets absolutely chunked for even looking at Ruler.
I know, I mean, Turvinus and Navori, he is dealing so much damage. Missing, taking a bit of damage himself.
I love that we're just scrapping every single time we see each other. Missing goes for the play. Blast code back out, and he brings Bin with him. Bin on the back line, but he just doesn't have the sustain to survive it. He can't get onto Ruler, and Shun's ultimate times out. Another double kill. That's 11 in the bank. This man is on a mission, and Kanavi's Lee Sin has been insane today as well.
Yeah, again, I feel like Kanavi's really been having a great split. Ruler and Missing have been a bit more quiet, but they're showing up here today.
Oh, Elk, great little ultimate to keep himself alive. Ruler tries to get onto On here. Flandre stuck underneath the tower. Another shot. Not quite enough to finish the job. On goes for a hook. I'm not sure this is a fight that they can win. The kickback is huge. And Knight gets a kill. Yagao down. Can Elk get some resets here? This could be huge.
Waiting for. And again, one of the just best playoff advertisements there could be. Top teams playing against.
Kick on Bin in that first river fight that shut down Bin in the first place. Really set JDG up to how do you... I don't know how you win this as BLG now, and it's so devastating. They have not beaten JDG all of last year. They played, what, 7 times and never beat JDG, and now they get Knight. Now, 369 subbed out. Oh, subbed out. He swaps Flange. Here we go, though. Baron started. JDG, the ones to start it. 4,000 gold lead for them as Missing just looks for the fight. Yagao alongside him here. Knight moving forwards, but the rest of the team are just continuing to do the objective. Missing might be sacrificed for the players. Shun's kicked out of the pit. It's 1 kill for a Baron, and Bin goes down as well. Ruler dives onto the back side of the play, but Shun jumps onto it. Flash over the wall. Shun's still surviving, and Elk is going. Maybe Elk can finally get his fight. Hook onto Ruler, but they don't have the damage. And Ruler versus the world. Elk with a triple kill right here. But Ruler is just going to run before. No, taken down. Brings 3 with him, but it just ain't enough.
Rising.
10,000 damage in a single team fight. We're looking for Flandre. Elk gets some damage down, chases after him as well. Flandre cannot withstand this, and the rest of the gang is here to meet him. A great pick for BLG. They've got to reset to stop the answer from JDG on the opposite side of the map. Knight's got to be careful. Missing would love to make a flash play here. Has Hex Flash available to him. Drake spawning as well. Neither team on soul point, so not going to be the focal point for now.
Yeah, so right now, going to be able to push this turret, but we can see, yep, there it is, Elk answering on the opposite side, and someone needs to recall. This is a Tristana. He's going to be able to do so much damage to this base. Right now, only sending Missing back.
TP actually comes out, forces a TP from JDG, dodges away from the room, and stays way too long. Elk, that was so disrespectful.
Yeah, ends up going down. Still, they were which way this game will go. I guess for us and you know anyone else who's following here with the kind of live, semi not live English broadcast, the fun that we're here for, Munch.
TP into the mid lane, mid in-him tower is going to go down, probably the in-him with it as well. Ruler needs to hit the tower instead of the minions here. This will be an in-him. Bin still just trading on the opposite side of the map, looking for a tier 2. I don't know if this is an even trade really for them. He does not have TP, so he needs to get this tower and potentially get out of dodge. He's going to get collapsed on here. It starts to get more and more one-sided. Let's start to become a bit of a JDG fest. And I feel like now the swap of the mid laners, the roster changes, have changed it up again. Bin gets altered by literally everyone on JDG, and it's enough to finish the job. He's taken out of the picture, and suddenly Baron is wide open.
And for JDG, it's very easy for them to even just try to like go for the smite itself. You have the Alistar to be able to knock the Xin away. Looks like they're looking for the turn though. Yagao doesn't have Pop Blossom.
4v5 is the only answer for BLG, but they're just going to get engaged on after the Baron is taken. Chun trying to get away with his life. Elk hops over towards the rest of his team, but like you're saying, swapping out. The fact that he's at the position where he's like chopping and changing his build to purely. But JDG still play the Kai'Sa way, you know? They're still playing for that individual pick that starts the fight off.
Yeah, and JDG kind of need to look for aggressive action, right? They're playing Kai'Sa and Nico up against Tristana Karma. The wave clear is there.
Missing takes a big chunk. Ruler knocked up as well. They found Konami. They've taken him down underneath the tower. Missing falls a flash. BLG finally with a chance. Yagao gets the ult off, but Elk flashes it, and suddenly he's the one to take over. Yagao down, missing, down, and BLG barrels to the mid lane. This is a heartbreak for JDG if they actually lose. It was so one-sided at the start. The comeback was ridiculous, and now BLG charging down the middle of the map. Ruler literally versus the world, and the world is too much. BLG, after a year of being second place, a year of JDG comes to an end, and BLG rise to the top of the pile.
What a great performance. Honestly, from both teams. It just makes me so